Hello, everybody, wherever you may be, from coast to coast and sea to shining sea. Welcome back to Ham Radio Live, where the world come to talk radio.
I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, just like the ones I used to know, where the treetops glisten and children listen to hear sleigh bells in the snow. I'm dreaming of a white Christmas, with every Christmas card I write. May your days be merry and bright, and may all your Christmases be white.
Originally done in 1941 on Christmas Day, December of 1941. The great Bing Crosby became a big hit in the movie Holiday Inn, and also White Christmas too. Biggest selling single in the history of modern music, no kidding. And this is the 78 version on Brunswick, so this is the original 78 acetone record of Bing Crosby's White Christmas. Reason we're playing it is we're going to come on Christmas Day. It'll be at 14 UTC to work Europe and work the States and wherever else we can to wish everybody a Merry Christmas. What do you say? Wherever you go around the world, we hold hands, gently say hello, and say away we go. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the show. Good to see you. Hello. It's the 22nd day of December 2025. My name's Larry Dio. My call sign, Amateur Radio's Kilo 7 Hotel November. Welcome to Ham Radio Live. If you've thought about getting your amateur radio license, possibly, thinking about just making calls to other countries, whether you do Morse code, maybe you want to do computer work, maybe you want to do slow scan television, fast scan TV, maybe you want to just work the world on microphone. You can have fun doing it and get your license to do it. It's got to be licensed. It's one of those things they kind of frown on people building their own radio station and not having a license to do it. So contact a big organization to find a local radio club near you. They're going to be needed to help you pass the test. Trust me, these people are really needed, especially like here in the States, because if you don't have your license, then you need to be given the license exam by a club. That's how it works. So contacting local clubs is really important. Reach out to someone like the American Radio Relay League. If you don't know where a local ham radio club is to where you live, find them online at www.arrl.org. That's www.arrl.org. Click the contact us bar. Just tell them you want your license and where you live, and they'll be happy to hear that because they'll send you right away a local to you amateur radio club that can help you get licensed and on the air. www.arrl.org. There's our show email. Have a Facebook page here. Also a topic question. Where would you like to work a Dxpedition from? There's a reason we're talking about this. We'll get to it in the show. But first, let's find out who's first, second, and third around the world, okay? First up, from the United Kingdom, Great Britain to be exact, it would be Andy, Mike 9, X-Ray Tango Tango. What do you say we give him a giant big beep beep here?
Meep, meep.
Hi, Andy. Good to see you. Welcome. Happy Monday, buddy. Yep, I couldn't make it last week. We ran. It wasn't because of Christmas, because we're not even doing that this year. We don't have a Christmas tree up or anything. We're just we're waiting to get through the month. It's truly a financial thing. Oh, well. tell you the story, but you already know. Anyway, that's it. Andy, welcome. We're good to see you, man. Merry Christmas to you and your family, my friend. Second up from the country of Canada, we welcome him with warm, open arms, eh? It'd be our friend Jeff. Victor Echo number 3, Whiskey Juliet. Welcome, Jeff. Big applause for Jeff, please. Big studio audience right there. It's a big crowd. Giant bowl. Lots of people. We'll feed you in just a second. You'll be fine. So you'll be well taken care of. Third up from Holland, it's our dear friend Martin, Pop Echo 9 Tango India Golf. Give him a big applause, please. Thank you. Good crowd today. We're glad they're here. They're very nice. People are here, and there was tickets sold earlier today. It's kind of nice. Grant Bob joins the show. Hi, Grant Bob. Good to see you. Not only is he Grant Bob, get this, he is the original Grant Bob.
That's mighty humble of you.
Yes, good thing. Hi, Grant Bob. Good to see you, buddy. Man, and Tom is here. Gosh darn good to see you, Tom. Welcome back. Look at this. He is a man that's a very high achiever, hard worker. Merry Christmas, Larry, Karen, and gang. Tom, it's great to see you. He's got a call sign here in the States, Alpha Echo 9 Tango India Papa, Alpha 92 Golf Whiskey, and I can't remember the Bulgarian call sign, Tom. I'm sorry. But welcome to the show. Big applause for Tom. Thank you. Thank you. Again, we'll be feeding you shortly, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Oh, my goodness. Merry Christmas to Emdor. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Kebber, good to see you. And his call sign is Kevin's call sign, November 9, X-Ray Romeo. Romeo, happy holidays. Thank you for coming. Good to see you, sir. Goodness, my goodness. It's great. He says, I can finally make a show. Yes. It's Emdor, also known as Darian, formerly in the Discord server. Darren. Good to see you. I've got this bright lights drive me nuts. I'm swearing.
Brace yourself for immediate disintegration.
Or blindness. Jeez, it's so bright. Sorry. Darren, good to see you. Thank you for coming. Welcome to the show, buddy. Yes. Ron Walensky, November 8, Whiskey Charlie Romeo from the beautiful state of Washington. We're good to see you. Thank you for coming, Ron. Yes. And Wolf Wizard. It's great. This is the great Wolf Wizard. You know him well. He's the Navy guy. Remember Spike? This is him. This is Spike right there. Spike joins the program. Big applause for Spike. Thank you, Spike. Good to see you, buddy. Merry Christmas. It's great to see you back. Thanks for coming. My goodness. And Wicked Loud, well, that's Tony. Welcome to you, and Merry Christmas to you as well, sir. Thank you for coming. We're going to talk about all kinds of fun stuff and neat things and all that. But first, I thought we'd kind of share a little bit of stuff about Dxpeditions. That's what we're going to talk about today. Where in the world would you like to do a Dxpedition from? And for a long time, yours truly was from a warm tropical island. Yes. But I think that might have changed a little bit. You know, living here in Florida for a while has, taught me that it's warm a lot here. And, it kind of gets warm out there. So if there's no AC happen to be blowing, perhaps being nice, warm, and toasty in a nice, warm place to work a Dxpedition would be kind of fun. I'm thinking like Svalbard, way up north. And in a nice warm cabin with a fire. As long as I have someone to drive me there and back, I'm fine.
And now, hilarious.
It's one of those things. You kind of get used to having your car and stuff. And I think with Svalbard, if you're there in the wintertime and the snow is 25 feet high, I don't think I'd want to be out there. Yeah, it'd be like one of those moments where you say, oh no, I can't do this. But it'd be fun, right? Because you'd be making calls that have to be a good antenna. Just because this is my dream. This is my Dxpedition dream. So where would you want to work a show from, a ham radio from, and work a real Dxpedition from? Put it in the old comment section. We'll make it part of the show, okay? Yes. Feeling generous today. Grabbing my ice water. Glad I have a cap on that. There's going to be a giant mess here on the floor. Yes. And Kevin, thank you. It's very nice of you to say. God bless you, man. This is very nice. John Hummel Newell, he joins us all the way from Canada too. His call sign, Victor Echo 5, Juliet Hotel, November. It has been a long time, buddy. Gosh, it's great to see you. Just, you know the rules here, you know?
Set a spell.
Yeah.
Take your shoes off. Y'all come back now. Here.
Yeah, good to see you, buddy. Thanks for coming back. Yes. And Jeff Fafa, he says Antarctica. Now, that would be kind of cool.
Hey, baby.
You could be like the king of the airwaves down there. If you're calling from Antarctica on a Dxpedition, I guarantee it, you're getting a lot of people interested in making calls and a ton of people trying. That's a great one. Jeff, that might be the comment of the show. Good one, man. That's a good one. Antarctica. I didn't see that one on the current Dxpedition list. However, there is a big one coming up. Maybe you don't know. I didn't, so I thought, well, I'll share it with you. Kel Jorstad, my goodness, speaking of Norway, there he is. Big applause for Norway. Thank you. I love the studio audience. Oh, well. Carol, it's good to see you. Merry Christmas, buddy. Gosh, it's great to see you. I hope you and your family are well. Thanks for coming today, all the way from Norway to join the show. Andy New, our trivia guru, and guess what, buddy? We got 3 today. 3 questions, all for you. Welcome, Andy. Andy's like our big trivia guru. Mike 7, Charlie U November, right? I believe that's it. Andy is a wonderful friend of the program, and we're grateful he is. And Dallas joins, so Dallas Anderkin, Kilo Charlie 0, Zulu, sorry. Start over again. Kilo Charlie 0, Sierra Zulu Kilo. Merry Christmas to you and Larry. Happy to see another show. Merry Christmas to everybody on the chat as well. Thanks, Dallas. That's nice. Man. There we go. And then the Wolf Wizard is November 1 Alpha, Quebec. Welcome back. Big applause again. Gosh, we've missed Spike. He says, oh, this is great. DX from Yellowstone. Oh, man, we're miles from everywhere. That would be cool. You know, that would be really neat. Now, would you want to do it like in the winter from like a cabin or something, or like in the summertime? Because it's such a beautiful place. You could do it any time of year, and it would be gorgeous. Yellowstone's a beautiful place. Spike, thank you for that's a good one there. Yeah, that might be the comment of the show too. I like that one. Yep, that's good. Work a Dxpedition from where would you like to do that? And for people that might not know what a Dxpedition is, a Dxpedition is essentially where you take ham radios with you to a remote place and you make as many calls as you possibly can.
No animals were harmed in the production of this program.
It's true, but that's how it works. And it can be real fun, and it can also be dangerous sometimes too. It really can be. Spike says, tent in the snow. Oh man, not worthy. Thank you, Spike. Not worthy. Let me share with you a little bit of Dxpeditions that are going on here in December and January. And we talk about a big one coming up too, in case you didn't know. Chad is open through today. They probably are pulling down their antennas right now, though. They're probably very, very happy about that. Right? It's like, get out of here. We're done. Anyway, their call sign was Tango Tango 1 Golf Delta. Yeah, this light's killing me. Gambia is still up to the 31st, to the end of the year. A call sign for that, Charlie 5 Yankee Kilo. That's Charlie 5 Yankee Kilo. They're going to be 20 to 10 meters. Sideband, doing digital, both FT8 and FT4 plus teletype. That's cool. Plus PSK, plus some Morse code. Notice, that's like everything. Good for them, man. Yeah. Call sign Charlie 5 Yankee Kilo. Guatemala, call sign prefix Tango Golf. Just listen for it. There could be Tango Golf 9. Looking to do a lot of digital, maybe some SSB on that. And then Central African Republic. This is a unique one. Only 5 days, and currently it's up. So this is right now. This is sideband NFT8. They've only got a dipole, but hey, wires work the world. And they hope to continue it into 2026. So Central African Republic, this is a hard one to get. Call sign Tango Lima 8, Bravo November Whiskey. Okay, Tango Lima, number 8, Bravo November Whiskey. All right, so that's going to be a big one. They're planning to work 40, 20, 15, and 10 meters. Okay, and keep in mind, FT8. That's going to be a pretty good one to get for a lot of people around the world. Can you imagine the just the total pileup to work that on sideband? No kidding. Oh, that's going to be huge. And then coming up, so Suriname's also going on. Papa Zulu number 5, Oscar Zulu, sideband Morse code FT8. So that's going to be a big one as well. Cambodia, you don't see Cambodia very much. X-Ray Uniform 7, Golf November Yankee, that's the call. X-Ray Uniform 7, Golf November Yankee. It starts today, runs through January the 28th. And then listen to this, Mariana Island. This is not common. Mariana Island, call sign prefix Kilo Hotel 0. Now this is going to be running from December 30th to January 3rd, only 5 days, excuse me. So Mariana, call sign Kilo Hotel 0. They plan to do 40, 20, 17, 15, 12, and 10. They're not saying what they're doing. So we don't know if they're doing digital, Morse code, voice, what they're doing, but they're going to be on. So I'm sure more stuff will be available through Club Blog. Just look on them on Club Blog, and there should be some news on that. Grenada starts on January 1st, runs all the way through February 16th. Call sign Juliet 38 Whiskey Golf. That's Juliet 38 Whiskey Golf. 160 to 6. That's a big spread. Wow. Mainly doing FT8. So they'll do some sideband, some Morse code, and information on that will be on Club Blog, of course. We'll show you that in a second. And then a lot of other ones coming up here. You can see Saint Martin comes back just for a short time. It's with 1 week, January 13th through the 21st. Call sign Papa Juliet 7. Papa Juliet 7, of course, in the Caribbean. So they're going for a nice warm place to do theirs. Yes. Yes, make it warm. We'll be fine. Like Aruba, right? Aruba is the 11th through January 29th. Call sign Papa 40 Alpha Alpha. That's Papa 40 Alpha Alpha. A couple of German hams going to find some warm weather there. Yes. Hey, let's do a Dxpedition. Where do you want to go? The Caribbean. Perfect. So that's going to be running, again, that's going to be from January 11th through January 29th. And, of course, you can find all this on Club Blog. And these are the top 12 via Club Blog. And if you really carefully look, besides number 1, most of these places are uninhabitable. No kidding. No joke. Okay, so we know North Korea is inhabitable. They just have a government that doesn't let you work on ham radio.
Well, thanks, Larry. We'd have a penny for your thoughts.
It's true.
But
that's true.
I'm broke.
It's true. They won't let you do it without a big permit, and then people are watching over you, and they're wanting every word. Yeah, Scarborough Reef number 2, so forth and so on. Now number 10. Remember we had Bouvet Island like 2 years ago, and it started out so good. Bouvet started so good, and then like the wheels completely fell off because it was just a mess of a pileup. Tons of QRM, tons of people just being morons. I hope it doesn't happen again. And there's a reason for that. Notice Bouvet is number 10. Used to be way up towards the top. Look at this. Starting on February 15th, through March 14th, this is tentative, but they are working to make sure they do it. Bouvet Island comes back. That's huge in this. In amateur radio, for DXCC, this is huge news. 3Y0K is the call sign. 3 Yankee 0 Kilo call sign. And they planned, they're not showing everything here, but there is a web page for it. You can go on the web page and just what I would suggest is just Google this and you'll find this information real easily. So Bouvet coming back in February. And for people who don't know Bouvet where it is, it's just kind of north of the Antarctic continent. It's actually closer to Antarctica than it is to any other place anywhere in the world.
Hey, baby.
It's really, really a very tiny island. And there's a video on the last one from YouTube, right? And they showed the people trying to get on the island and trying to make the calls, but the weather was so bad. They struggled so hard and they raised so much money to do that. It's kind of neat to see Bouvet come back again. So again, mark your calendars. This is a big Dxpedition. Truly is. February 15 through March the 14th of 2026. Today's topic question: if you could do a Dxpedition, where would you do it from? Let us know in the comment section and we will make it part of this here program. Looking at the notice here, Tom from Bahrain, this is neat. Roosevelt Campbell International Park. Isn't that the one that's right there? It's actually technically in Canada, right? It's North Maine. Technically in Canada though, but it's still kind of like it's like the U.S. like overseas, and I think that's a good one, Tom. That's unique. That's like Spike's, very unique to be like in Yellowstone. Man, I like that one, Tom. That might be the comment of the show as well, sir. Jeez, no kidding. Mm-hmm. Andy says Dxpedition in North Korea might get a few calls. I think you'd be the star of the show, man. Jeez, can you imagine? Can you imagine if you worked North Korea, right? You're part of like a Dxpedition group. Number 1, Papa 5, and I know a guy who's got it, and he's in this group. You know who it is? It's Tom. Tom has worked North Korea. No kidding. He has made a call to North Korea, and they called back, and they did. And the sad part, the part that really sucks for Tom is that they couldn't confirm the call, but he did it. He said he did it, and doggone it, I believe him. Yes, number 1, North Korea. Oh, man. Yes, that would be, Andy, you would be quite popular, no question. Mike Whiskey 1, Echo Whiskey Juliet joins the program from the United Kingdom. Welcome to the show. Good to see you. Thank you for coming. Man, oh man. Ever since the UK changed their call signs, I messed up. I'm sorry. And I probably know you, and I can't remember, but if it's your first time, please welcome. It's good to have you. Merry Christmas to you. Andy New says, Dxpedition in North Pole, and then try to work Antarctica. That would be fun. Man, in the same year, if you could make that work, holy cow. Can you imagine that? Andy Newman is right now on the icebreaker Slasher, and he's heading up towards the pole. He's almost there. He's got his radio with him. It's going to be amazing. Man. And then to go to Antarctica in the summer. Wow. That'd be cool. Andy, neat comment. Very creative. Thank you. That might be the comment of the show, too. Get a lot of them. Mike 1, Sierra Delta Hotel. Larry doesn't have a good memory, but I'm going to try this QRZ and go back and do this now. Because I'm not going to keep doing this, because I know it's got to be something I'm going to say. It is Steve. Welcome, Steve, to the show. Good. Yep. Okay. Wow. The joy of modern technological things and all that stuff. Thanks, Steve, for coming. Merry Christmas to you and your family. Goodness sakes. We will be doing a Christmas show. It'll be at 14 UTC Christmas Day. That's 10 Eastern here in the United States. It's picked that way because I can make calls to Europe pretty easily then, and maybe get into Eastern Europe too. It's early enough for Eastern Europe, and hopefully could give us a couple of hours possibly to work you on Christmas Day, to wish you all a very Merry Christmas. Today's topic question is, where would you like to work a Dxpedition from? Please put it in the comment section, and we'll be happy to include it in today's program. I want to check one more thing, because there is one more person, sorry, that I messed up. Mike Whiskey 1, Echo Whiskey Juliet. Sorry. Mike Whiskey 1, got to be precise, Echo Whiskey Juliet. Okay, Echo Whiskey Juliet, and return. That is Edwin. Well, Edwin, I think you're a first timer. My name's Larry Dio, Kilo 7 Hotel November. Welcome to the show. Good to have you, Edwin. Mike Whiskey 1, Echo Whiskey Juliet. That's Edwin. Thanks for coming, buddy. Gosh, it's great to have you part of the program. He's all the way in Wales. Thank you for being here today. Let me check the final comments here before we zoom on to the next thing in the program and go from there. And, Dallas Andrican. Now, here goes. Here we go. The Howland Islands sounds like a good Dxpedition. The Howland Islands, man, that would be fun. As long as you, if you had, the right gear, everything's good to go, the radios are set. And when you go to these islands, even Bouvet, right? You have to have good antennas. things that aren't going to go flying out into the ocean, or things that are not going to be taken by polar bears, whatever. You've got to be really careful with the antennas you bring because you want them to be effective. And what a pileup. Can you imagine how many people would try and make those calls? Oh my gosh. Oh man. Endor, he says, if I was wanting to work at Dxpedition, I'd do it from anywhere in South America. Due to the current political situation, that's not going to happen anytime soon. Whoop, 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 whoa. There he goes, sir. Yeah. And it'd be summer too, which would make it even nice. That's good. Thank you very much. And thank you. It's nice to see you guys around the world. Thanks for being part of the show. We're going to do this, and I've been doing a lot of research from Florida to get an idea of different conditions radio-wise, right? And finding out timing. Okay, time this time of year, this is the shortest time of daylight here in the Northern Hemisphere, right? So I'm trying to get the hours right with short days. Plus, what's the optimal time to work various places in Europe? Let me show you the last week that I've been working. I got the antenna up, and I'd start doing some research to make sure, okay, if I come on Christmas, what's the best time to come, right? Our MUF map has been looking like this. Great conditions all the way up to the Northern Territories in Alaska and Norway and Sweden and all that. QRZ today, SFI 124. We've been spoiled for a while with SFIs being over 150 in good conditions, right? Very strong southerly BZ latitude, a lot of QSB on the band, tons of fade. And for that reason, we are in a unsettled geomagnetic field. It means we're going to have a lot of fading on the bands, and things are not going to be the greatest. Solar wind is high, 771.5 kilometers per second. So we've had some pretty bad conditions today, but that hasn't stopped making some decent calls. Let me kind of share with you a little bit today, and this is the last of my experiment showing me that about 10 Eastern gives me the best time to work Europe. Here are a few of the calls we've made today with the 7610 earlier today.
3. QRZ 15, Golf 0, India Delta X-ray.
Kilo 7, Hotel November.
Kilo 7, Hotel November, lovely, Larry, 57 over.
57, my gosh, you just made my day. My antenna's only about a meter off the ground. Thank you very much. You've got a very strong signal, 5.9 strong here into Central Florida. Name is Larry, over.
Yeah, lovely, Larry. I can hear you absolutely perfect, mate. Some QSB, but a definite 5 and 7 when you called in, Larry, so congratulations. Running a kilowatt this side, 16 element tri-bander, QSO.
And that's the reason why you heard me. Okay, very good. Well, Merry Christmas, mate. Seriously, I appreciate the kindness, and thank you very much for making the call. When I first got my ham license, calling England was one of my goals. So thank you for making my day very special today. This is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Best of wishes to you. God bless you. Goodbye.
Thank you, Larry. Thanks for the kind words, and as I said,
love that guy.
Merry Christmas to you there in Florida. Kilo 7 Hotel November, Golf 0, India Delta X-ray, 73, buddy. Bye-bye.
Good guy. Mate. Just a good guy. Next up.
Thanks again. Bye-bye.
Okay, Mike 0. To make the call.
7-3, bye-bye. Thanks, Eduardo, bye-bye. CQDX looking to South America. This is Mexico 0, Radio Delta X-ray.
Okay, hold on. I heard him say South America, but I wanted still it's UK, right? And I'm like, okay, I'll just tell him how good he is here in Florida. And thank goodness he was really cool about it. Here's the rest of the call.
Mike 0, Radio Denmark X-ray calling.
Kilo 7, Hotel November.
With November in the call.
Roger, I'm sorry it's not South America, but you're close. Mike 0, Romeo Delta X-ray, Kilo 7, Hotel November, Central Florida, 59 and strong here.
Roger, roger for the 59, Central Florida, 5 by 5. You're 55 here with me, over.
Roger, roger. I thank you so much. I don't want to hold you up trying to reach South America. Have a Merry Christmas. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Thank you so much for your time. 7-3, bye-bye.
Got it. Here we go.
The Kilo 7 again?
Kilo 7 Hotel November.
Oh, yeah, Kilo 7 Hotel November, Larry in Florida, Larry inside the QSO in the band house, really pulling the signal down. 55 to 56, 55, 56, Larry, over.
Roger, 57 my side. Thank you so much for making the call. God bless you. Merry Christmas.
Yeah, likewise, Larry. Have a good Christmas in Florida, sir. And 7 degrees from us all here in Ireland. Kilo 7 Hotel November, EA5, JTB, 7 3. Bye-bye.
70. Great. Last one. Here we go. Going down to 15. You see the time. We're just before noon Eastern. So this is going to be about 1600 Zulu. I see somebody good in this chat here. I want to say hello. Just give me a second. Thank you, mate. You're a 3x3 here in Central Florida. A lot of QSB. Do you copy? Over?
Thank you for the 3x3.
Thank you so much, mate. Happy Christmas to you and yours, and thank you for the call. Thank you. I got to tell you, when I work a radio and I have a call that's that low, that's hard to hear. And that took like 4 or 5 minutes before I made the call, so I had his call sign. It just took forever because I kept hearing bits of it. And because the conditions are really bad today, I wanted to make sure I had it right because that's the right way to make a call, right? So I'm looking, I'm just working really hard. I'm listening. Oscar November 5, Whiskey Oscar. And I was like, oh man, holy cow. That guy's in Belgium. I was so excited. And it was like, because it was already, the sun come down where he was at, or nearly down, I'm like, oh, this is so cool. I can barely hear him, and there he is. Oh my gosh, I'll tell you, I was so thrilled. And so today was my later day. I'm right between like 11:20 Eastern, which is 11:20 Eastern is going to be 15:20 UTC. So I went from 15:20 UTC up to 1600. And you can still make calls, but that's the end of it. That's kind of the back end of where you can get decent DX. So on Christmas Day, we're going to come live. It'll be right about 1400 UTC. So 10 a.m. Eastern time, 7 Pacific. I know it's early. Sorry. But it's like I can work Europe then and try and work as many Europeans as we can that work the show and have waited a long time to make a call. So we're going to do that Christmas and then point the antenna more towards the States and wish you all a very Merry Christmas. I hope that's going to be all right this year, okay? I know we're not doing anything. We're not sharing. I got one gift for Karen, just a small thing. And we don't have a tree up this year. We have nothing, no Christmas stuff up. It's just been a tough year getting through this mess with Social Security. So this is the last month that they said it would take. So anyway.
And now, a Larry moment.
So we've got just that much more. Gosh, we've got, what is it now? 9 more days. And hopefully everything will be taken care of. And we'll get paid, like we used to get paid every month in Oregon. That was really helpful. It really was. When everybody gets paid. Just hasn't happened since we moved here to Florida. I want to welcome somebody who's huge to me. This is a very dear kid. Big Brain has joined the program. And this young man is a middle school student who has a humongous brain.
There's no one knows his way around outer space like Dodgers in the 24th and a half century.
That's my boy!
Yep, he's a good guy. We love him. Oh my goodness. Yeah, good to see you, Big Brain. Gosh, I miss you. I miss you and your sister and your mom. My best to you guys. Gosh, we're going to miss you at Christmas time. We really are. We had fun at our old church. We lived at in Oregon. It was a very small church, just cute. It was perfect. It was just perfect. People were beautiful to each other. They were kind. They cared about each other. And it was the best Christmas Eve. Oh my gosh. It was like from a Rockwell painting, Christmas Eve. And we'd all get together, and one of the people within the congregation would just bring out his guitar. And for people who don't know the history of Stille Nacht, which is Silent Night, that's how it was originally written for guitar. And we had this guy who could play the guitar so good, and he'd come out, and everyone would light their candles, and we would all sing all 4 verses of Silent Night. That's heavenly, man. That's Christmas. That to me is Christmas. And that is not being taken away this year, because we're going to go to candlelight service here in Florida too. But I think Karen I's heart will be there in Oregon, where Big Brain is, because that's home right there. Tell your mom and sister hello. Good to see you, Big O. Thank buddy. The studio audience is cheering for you because we love you. Thank you for being here. What a treat it is to have you part of the show. We are going to get angry now with the Angry Hams. Just a moment, please. Spike in Montana steps up. He says, Larry, what antenna are you using that's only a meter off the ground? It is the Buddy Hex antenna. And I'm stuck here, Spike, because the HOA rules, right? The Homeowners Association here in the villages is pretty militant. You can't see an antenna in the backyard, on a roof, anywhere. You can't see one. But as long as it's not viewable, it's legal. And that's how I get through. The antenna sits just below the fence line. It's right about 5 3/4 feet off the ground. So it just sits below the top of the fence. And because it's really a daytime antenna for the most part, it's 10 through 6. Sorry, 20 through 6. No, 20 through 6. If you go like to 20, it's almost vertical. It's almost an NVIS antenna. Not quite. It probably goes up about 45, 50 degrees. Yeah. But it still makes great calls, right? On 10, it does fantastic. I mean, I'm working all over Europe on 10. So that works great. And I think for like bang for the buck, there's just no better bang for an HOA antenna than this, because you can get like a shunted antenna, or you can get yourself a wire in your attic or something. This just works, and it's directional. It's not as strong as it was when it was 25 feet in the air. Of course it's not, but it still works. It still does directionality. It still makes great calls. I've been thrilled with it, just thrilled. And Tony, thank you for the nice audio report. That's very nice. He's amazing QSOs with that antenna, Larry. Any antenna that works and gets you on the air is better than no antenna at all. Absolutely. True. Yeah. That was where I was at, because the first time I went in my attic here in Florida, I was like, okay, I could make a wire. I could do that. Okay. I could probably put, maybe I could put like almost a G5RV variant or ZS6 BKW variant there. And I kept thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, just use your antenna you got now. Just put it on the test stand. The tuning stand works fine. Thank you. That's been great. And oh my gosh, seriously, Big Brain, glad to make another stream. I'm just honored to have you. Thank you. And yeah, Christmas is in your heart, Ron. Thank you. Good comment. It is. Yep. That's true. And thank you, buddy. Yeah. And he's going to stream the candlelight. You know what? We got to watch that, because Karen and I aren't doing anything for Christmas this year. So we're going to do that this year. And thank you, Big O. Thank you. I can't give his name. I'll call him Big O. Jeff joins us from Portland, Oregon. His call sign Alpha Delta 7 Lima November. Thank you for coming, Jeff. Good to see you, buddy. It's great to see you. 2 Oregonians right there. That's Jeff and my friend Big O. And sleeping but still listening, my friend, that is our dear friend Rodney. Hi, Rodney. Pup Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey. Good to see you, buddy. Gosh, what a treat. Thank you for coming today. I mean that sincerely. So Christmas Day, 14 UTC. We'll try and work you and work the world as well. What do you say we get upstairs to the crow's nest one more time? We'll see what the Angry Hams have to say, and we'll run some trivia next.
This show constitutes cruelty to animals?
Not unless they're watching it.
What was
Perfect. Okay, question number 1. Okay, no, we can get this. We can do this one. We can. What nation would assign the call sign Delta Echo 2 Delta Kilo Romeo? Would it be A, Germany, B, United Kingdom, C, Luxembourg, or D, Bavaria? A, B, C, or D. First one right, we'll give them a cha-ching and some applause. Good luck. Yeah. Which one would be Delta Echo 2? So, technically, Delta Echo number 2, because the rest of it's the suffix. For people that don't know in amateur radio, the beginning part is the prefix. That's the Delta Echo 2. It identifies the location where they're at. The rest is really just kind of the sequential call sign, which is known as the suffix. It could show also the area within the country they live in. It can give that away. Not always the right, but yeah, it works. Like mine's Kilo 7 Hotel November, but I no longer live in the Western United States. You're in Florida. That's why. Yeah, it's generally right. First one up is Mike 1 Sierra Delta and Hotel, and he says A, Germany, and my goodness, he is 100% correct. Well done, sir. Yes. Yes, it is Germany. Yeah. It's funny because we some of us, we don't like make a lot of calls. Like I didn't do that a lot. I mean, I knew Gunter and I knew some other folks who, from the channel, who watched the show and stuff. And, so I knew that, but it was like, I can understand how people don't know. And the interesting thing is, when you make calls to them, like Steve, if I made a call to you and Steve's calls Mike 1 Sierra Delta Hotel. Okay. So if I was making a call to you, I'd get it right. But if I'm not working Germany or I never hear that prefix, doesn't make sense. Yep, would make sense to me. Tom's got that one right as well because he's a high achiever. We love Tom a lot, really do. Mdor's got it. Tony's got it. Barry's, we'll say you got it. Joel's got it. Andy, of course, has it. Ron said C, Luxembourg, and that's close. It's close geographically. Thank you. And Barry Wendon says, and then Rodney says, my neighbor.
I don't think so.
Never know. Yeah. Jeff had it. Yeah, and you guys go. And Rodney, thank you for next question. Thank you. It's a live show. Assuming a non-emergency, all right? It's a non-emergency scenario. When may a non-licensed person communicate using an amateur radio station's equipment? Keep in mind, important, needs to be said, this is in the United States. This is not necessarily in Europe, Canada, the rest of the world. It's U.S. Okay. A, only if the operator was previously licensed. B, when the person is on active duty military and stationed in a designated combat zone. C, when there is a licensed operator controlling the station. Or D, any time an emergency situation exists. Again, so when can a non-licensed person in a non-emergency scenario operate an amateur radio? A, B, C, or D. First right gets cha-ching and big applause. Good luck. Ron says, I said C just to be different. Thank you. It's good. Yep. Okay, look at this. Man, are you serious? He's going to try and go 2 for 2. Steve, first one, UK. He says it is D, anytime an emergency situation exists. This is one of those states questions that's just wacko. It's like you got to read the questions so carefully. Because remember the first part of the question, assuming a non-emergency scenario, then D would be 100% correct. And you'd be right. Yeah. But this is a non-emergency. That's why. Yep. Rodney has C, when there is a licensed operator controlling the station. That would be correct. Rodney gets a cha-ching and big applause. Yeah. And the reason for this, obviously, is because you need a licensee there to help you with the radio and make sure you don't do something really bad with that radio that other people would say,
what is going on here?
It'd be very bad. Yeah, be very bad. So you've got to have someone licensed there to help you with the radio and help you with how to use it. That's why C is important. Now, the interesting thing is what Tony had mentioned earlier with, anytime an emergency situation exists, That's real. Yes, and it's true in the UK and the United States. If it's an emergency, you get out. You make the call. That's how it works. So that's the difference in those two scenarios. Andy knew our trivia guru. Yes, he's got that right. Of course, Tom and Ron and Joel and Tony and Barry and bless your heart, Merry Christmas. And even Big Brain got that right. How about that?
Yeah, for some reason or another, you sound a little taller on radio.
Thank you very much. It's good. Yes, and Ron says, just so you don't have a Larry moment on the radio. Well,
hated it.
Thank you very much. That'd be awful, and it would happen to me. Okay, last question. Here we go. A cage dipole antenna is A, an antenna surrounded by a screen having a low radiation angle. B, a narrow bandwidth antenna made of several parallel wires. C, a wide bandwidth antenna made of several parallel wires. Or D, a radar antenna generating pulses in all directions. Can you imagine? Oh, God. Oh, gosh. There's pulses going beep, 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 beep.
Now, I say cut that out. What's it all about, boy? Elucidate.
Just this antenna be awful. Okay, cage dipole. We don't talk about these very much. Rodney in Holland, first one, Papa Alpha 9 Romeo Whiskey, cage dipole. And Rodney's smart enough that he wouldn't have looked it up. I know that because I know Rodney well. He is 100% correct. That's big. Well done, Rodney. Man, yes. This is really unique, right? We don't talk about cage dipoles. We don't. No, we don't. It is a wide bandwidth antenna, meaning it has a wide width that you can transmit with it, made of several wires that are parallel in length. Good job, Rodney. Also getting that right. It's so funny when you think we don't talk about that one. Steve had it correct as well. So did our friend. Gosh, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, Gil. Gil Yarstead got that right in Norway. Jeff said no clue. We don't talk about it. It's true. Dor had it. Tony had it. Tom, you got it. Dallas got it right. Barry got it. We're going to say everybody has one. And Rodney says, did I mention I love antennas and experimenting? Yes, he does. Thank you, Rodney. That's trivia for today. And yes, we've got a fun question today, too. Our topic question before we close the program today, because we're not going to do radio today, because honestly, I can't sit down. I can't sit down any longer, and it would hurt too much to keep going. Where would you like to work a Dxpedition from? I had the chance to work Hawaii, and I love it. It's on my QRZ page. That's how I worked, from a little picnic, table and, chair, and I had a ball. I made one call, made to Karen's dad. I was so excited. It was like her dad, and it wasn't the Dxpedition, but it was fun for me to work from tropical island. I got to do it once in my life. Fun. But that was me. So that was my thing. And yeah, Rodney does know antennas very, very well. You're right, Tony. But in all honesty, if you have a place you'd like to work, you should, because it'd be fun. And the original Grant Bob... This is great. Never had this one before. And thankfully, it's very unique. You'd like to work from the moon. Yeah!
That's shocking.
It's a place. Rodney, he says, Little Bonaire or Antarctica, if the QRM allows it. Yes. And that's the thing. See, we're talking about this today because this is out now. You guys can look it on DXCC. Another go for Bouvet. Yeah. February 15th through March 14th. 1 month. They're going to try and make it work again. And the dates are subject to change, right? It's just subject to change. Okay. This is going to happen again. 3YOK. Remember last time it was 3YOJ. Now it's 3YO Kilo. Okay. So 3Y0 Kilo is the call. And that we'll talk about more as the date approaches, because Bouvet is on the list of DXCC's toughest places to work from, number 10. How do you get Look, you can't live on Bouvet Island. It's uninhabitable. Same with Kerguelen, Peter the First, Johnston. That was Johnston Atoll, by the way. It's like it sometimes has sand and sometimes it's underwater. But anyway, most of these places are uninhabitable, including Bouvet. But Bouvet is coming back, and that's coming up here in about a month and a half. That's going to be huge. And if it's like it was last time, my hope is that it's not going to be a whole bunch of people using their amateur radios to be idiots. I hope not, because that was what happened to 3Y0J. That's what happened. And people talked about it a lot, the intentional QRM. So hopefully 3Y0 Kilo will not be that way. Rodney says, no, not Bouvet again. I'm having flashbacks to my incomplete QSO.
That's all, folks.
He did. He was there. He had it. And then it all disappeared. He was that close. And that's true. He was that close to making that call. So Bouvet comes back right about Valentine's Day. Hope you enjoy that. That's the program for today. It's been an honor to say hello to you and to see a little O here today, Big Brain, and what a great day. I appreciate that very much. If you'd like to get into amateur radio, get yourself a license. You can do it, and it's cool. The best part is making calls to other countries. Seriously, it's just the greatest thing ever. And even if you're antenna challenged like I am, you still can make calls. You may not make as many or be able to go through the pileups, when lots of people are trying to call, like let's say 20 people are trying to reach one guy, and you're way down there and you can't be heard so much because everybody else is just climbing all over you. But it's still fun, and it's just such a great experience to do it. Try it. If you like science, if you like radio, you'll love this. Contact a local amateur radio club to where you live. Now, if you don't know where that club is, right, say it's hard to find the club. You don't know where they are. You need a big organization that has a directory of amateur radio clubs. Contact the American Radio Relay League at www.arrl.org. Click the Contact Us part, tell them you want your license or where you live, and they'll send back to you an email with a local to you amateur radio club. And if that still doesn't work, then what you should do is something like this.
Hey, boy, come here, quick.
You just use more power.
Allow me to introduce myself. My name is Wile E. Coyote. Genius.
That would be Rodney, and that's how that works. My name's Larry Dio. My call sign amateur radio is Kilo 7 Hotel November. Thank you guys for watching the show. Wherever you may be, God bless you. And remember, Christmas is coming. I'll be here on December the 25, and it will be at 14 UTC. That is going to be 10 a.m. Eastern. God bless you. Goodbye, everybody.
Some kids go when they sit and spin. Some kids go when they sit and spin. Some kids go when they sit and spin. Sit and spin. Sit and spin. Sit and spin. Kids just love to sit and spin.
Sit and Spin from Kenner.
That's all, folks.